Hello and good morning. How's everybody doing? Who's watching? Good morning, Alara. Good morning, Chen Chen. How are you? Good morning, Owen. Good morning, Dia. Good morning, Lex. Good morning, Colden. Good morning, Lena. Good morning, Cadence. Lex, you said hi twice. Hello twice. Okay, we're gonna hang out. Hey, Cooper. Good morning, Emmett. So I left you just some reminders, which I'll go over again in a little bit. Please make sure you check your email again. Feedback from students was, and I'll probably say this 100 times, but feedback from students was that they wanted sort of an email organizer. And so I'm going to try sending everybody an email. I don't know about every day, but as many times as you need it so that you're clear on what's going on. Good morning, Maggie. So that's really important. And then today, I posted, well, they will be posted. They're scheduled to post at about 9:15. You'll have some learning opportunities. Good morning, Russell. Good morning, Rowan. So again, just make sure you're checking your email and your Google Classroom. And today's email, please read it carefully. It has a bunch of links in there that I think will help get you organized. But I'm just going to wait. It's still early. It's 8:59. Good morning, Mallory. So I'm just going to wait for people to come on in, and then we'll get going. Good morning, Ollie. Ollie, thanks for that video playing piano. That was awesome. Thanks everybody for all the creative stuff. I'm trying to keep up with it. There's been a lot of videos, a lot of pictures, etc., and I'm trying to post that all on the Team Dynamix page as well as the on the Instagram feed. So thank you very much for that. Good morning, Ella. Good morning, Hazel. Good morning, Mia. Good morning, Zoe. Good morning, Somerset. Good morning, Ezra. Ezra, thanks for the pictures. There's just one question I have. You could send me a picture of the forge. I don't understand the perspective. I don't understand if I'm looking in it or what. So if you could take a picture, I need some perspective on how big that thing is, but the railroad spike was awesome. Okay, so it's a 9:01, and I don't want to keep you very long. So I'm just I have a couple reminders for you. If you have questions, let me know. So the first thing is, in order to do our in-person meets, our in-person meets, I need parent permission from folks. I've sent all the parents and families a, hi Jules, I've sent all the parents and families it's like a Google form that they need to fill out. But if you could kindly remind them about your, about getting that signed, that would be great. Again, I need parent permission for you to participate in the Google meetings where we can see each other. And so if you could please remind your parents to check their email, that would be great. Good morning, Everett. So that's number one. Number two is good morning, Abby. I am receiving, I don't know if you've imagined this, but I'm receiving a lot of emails. That's what's happening now with the way that we've gone online. So if you have an urgent email, if you could try and get that to me before 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that would be great. And I'll try and answer it the same day. But what's happening is I'm getting a little bit behind. And so if you don't hear back from me, I'll get back to you first thing the next morning. But again, if you have an urgent email or a question or anything, just try and make sure I get it by 3 o'clock, because by about 3 o'clock, I'm pretty far behind. So again, just real quick, parent permission. There's a Google form that I sent to them. Also, if you have an urgent email, email me before 3 o'clock in the morning. If you haven't already, if you could give me if you could fill out the Dynamix online feedback survey, that'd be great. We have 25 responses so far, but I'm taking that feedback and I'm changing what I'm doing on a daily basis. So for example, in the feedback you gave me, people wanted to get emails, and so I've started sending out emails. So I got distracted by Cadence's question. Your feedback is really critical. And Cadence, I'll show you. Just give me 1 second. Tripod. This is a tripod. And I brought that home because I've been doing a little bit of filming. And if you go to the Instagram feed, you'll see this special I'm doing. It's called Off the Shelf, and it's just about reading material. So if you notice on the top, like right there, that actually is a holder for your iPhone so that you can do some filming. And I'm trying to do filming and video, etc. So today, the big news today is that we're going back to the Odyssey. And in your Google Classroom, I posted a video, and some of you are going to be disappointed, but I reread the last part of the Odyssey that we finished with, which was the Lotus Eaters. And I did that for 2 reasons. Number one, I wanted you to remember what was going on with the story. And number two, I had to try and figure out how I'm going to be presenting the videos. So today, it's about a 10-minute video. When we get done this meeting, your humanities work is just to watch that video. And then there's some comprehension questions that are tied to that video. If you answer the comprehension questions, I think if you get 80% right, you get a certificate. Put the certificate on your PLP. Okay, so again, today at 9:15 or whenever we finish this, what I'd like you to do is to watch that video, answer the comprehension questions. 10 o'clock, you can work on science. And then this afternoon, just be journaling, and you could also be reading for 45 minutes. Now, when you go to Google Classroom, you'll see there is so Dia asked the question, where are the comprehension questions? When you go to your Google Classroom, I posted the video with the comprehension questions, and I scheduled those to be posted at 9:15. The other thing that you guys are going to need to remember is that by Friday, you need to send me an email telling me how you're doing. And there's a graphic organizer, which will also be posted at about 9:45 this morning. Look at the graphic organizer and then send me an email. I want to hear how you're doing with the goal that you set last week, and then how you're doing in general. This has been a big change. I'm definitely feeling the change. And so it's impacting me probably a little bit differently than you, but I definitely want to hear how folks are doing. And if you have feedback that you want to give to me, please do that in the email. So again, today, the Odyssey video, the comprehension questions, make sure you're checking Google Classroom, and then also make sure that you are reading your email, okay? The other thing is that in the email that I sent to you today, if you do have questions, there's a document that I'm using to answer some questions. And so I had some questions yesterday. So question number one is, what should Green Team News be doing? I'm not really sure what the news committee should be doing yet. Let me think on that, and I will try and come up with a better answer either by the end of the week or at the beginning of next week. Hopefully Monday we'll have a Green Team session together. The other question that I'm sure many of you are interested in is, how long is school out for? Right now, we're expected, April 6th is the day that they gave us. And, I'm not sure if people are reading the news or not, but this COVID-19 is a game changer. And so I think, good morning, Cameron. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I'm hopeful that people out there are really being safe. I hope that you're keeping your social distance. For me, I mean, me and my family, we're hunkered down. I'm going out with the dog. I'm going out for groceries. Good morning, Owen. And I'm going out to exercise. But, I'm taking it pretty seriously. And I think that, Governor Scott had a statement yesterday recommending that people kind of stay close to home. And so that's what we're doing. And we're just kind of making the best of it. But I do want to get back to this couple things. Number one, if you're staying at home like I am, you can I feel like a little bit closed in sometimes. And so it's really important to be setting that schedule. I'm also going to send you an article by an astronaut, actually, who was in space for a year. And some of the strategies that he mentions are some of the same strategies that we've talked about, which are, it's really important to set a regular schedule, right? I think I've been trying to really set a regular schedule. So I've been getting up early. I've been exercising. I've been doing work. I've been trying to read, getting a lot of sleep. I'm trying to eat healthy. It is very easy to start eating badly. I have an Achilles heel for peanut M&Ms, and you can it can get ugly. So it's really important to be eating as healthy as you can, and then getting as much rest as you can too. And right now, I would say that hi Nico. I would say that I'm probably reading too much news and probably paying too much attention to current events. And so I'm trying to do some more reading. I've finished a couple books already, and I'm just trying to make sure that I'm structuring my day. One of the things too, folks, is that somebody's talking about they eat when they're bored, which, I mean, for sure, that's something that's out there. So you just got to be really healthy. The other thing that I've heard too is that drinking a lot of water and staying hydrated is important. So make sure that you're drinking a lot of water. Make sure that you're washing your hands pretty frequently. Most of you have heard all of this. There was something else about the schedule. The other thing with me too is that I have ended up working just a lot. And when the computer's right there, like 2 feet away, you end up working a lot. So, you got to pace yourself. You got to make sure you're getting some downtime, and, be smart about it. And I think I posted that I've been doing a lot of crossword puzzles. So if you have the opportunity to do some puzzles, something without technology that's still engaging, I highly recommend that as well. So just one thing, certificates. You guys are doing a great job with especially with the creativity. You guys are doing a great job with the certificates. I think I'm almost caught up. Some of you, okay, we can stop the M&M conversation now. It's getting carried away. But some of you sent in creative work last night. I may not have gotten a chance to send out your certificates, but right now everybody should be up to date on their certificates. And I also think that if you have the opportunity to put those on your PLP, that would be awesome. The other thing is, don't forget, next Friday, I started it, right? And sorry about that. Next Friday, April 3rd, is our first Dynamix 802 virtual race series 5K. So remember what we're going to do. You're going to do this on your own, and you're going to be really safe and doing it in the middle of the day. And you want to find a 3.2 mile course or a walk, any of that sort of thing. And all I'm asking that you to do is you start your timer, you go 3.2 miles, which is 5 kilometers, and then you end your timer, and then you just send in your time. And so we're just going to try and be healthy together, and we're going to have our first Team Dynamix 5K virtual race series. And depending, if we're out of school for longer, we'll have a race probably every other week. Okay, so make sure you're getting lots of exercise. You also want to think about if there's a route close to your home where you can, if there's a route close to your home where you can go 3.2 miles. Dia, what document are you referring to when you ask about the? Yeah, Ollie, you can definitely, you can ride a bike. That's fine. Somebody has an elliptical. If your elliptical, if it equates how long you're on the elliptical to mileage, absolutely. So you can run, you can bike, you can walk your dog if you want. Oh, so where's the document where you turn in your times? I haven't made it yet. I'll probably just make a Google form that you fill out, and depending on how many times we do the race, we'll just see how it goes. And it's not really, a race. But for example, for me, I'm going to go out and I'll probably try and run a pretty decent time to see where I am, because, that way in 2 weeks, I'll see if I've improved or not. So don't forget, virtual race series. Make sure you're thinking about your route. You want to get out and do some walking. If you're going to run, you want to, practice your running. You don't want to just jump off the couch and go running. You might pull a muscle. So does anybody have other questions that they have? Those are the only things that I wanted to go over this morning. I'm glad you guys showed up. But does anybody have any questions before we bring it to a close? Ezra, when should you do the run? It's going to be on April 3rd. So I think April 3rd is a week from this Friday. When are we turning in a journal entry? This week, Somerset asks, when are we turning in a journal entry? This week, right now, all I want you to do is the feedback survey. I want you to watch the Odyssey video. I want you to answer the reading comprehension questions. And then I want you also to send me an email. Next week, I'll probably ask for a journal entry. Okay? Right, but the thing about it is, Ella, the thing about Ezra is a really great runner, but what we're going to do is it's not going to be you against Ezra, it's you against yourself, right? So if for the first race you ran 25 minutes and the second race you run 20 minutes, we're going to try and see who can improve the most. And really, it's about just getting out and exercise and that kind of stuff. Okay? Exactly. You're still getting exercise. It's just for us to get out, be healthy, and see how each of us takes on that 5K challenge. Okay? So if there's nothing else, I think we're done for the day. If you do have questions, don't hesitate to ask or email. And then the other thing, please, if you have an urgent email, try and get it to me by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And don't forget to remind your parents about filling out that form so that you have permission to do a Google a Google meeting. Okay. I think that's it. Owen has a good question about the illustrated Odyssey. I'll go over that probably on Friday. The illustrated Odyssey, the illustrated study guide will probably be your Friday afternoon activity. Is there a template for the email? Maggie Cords asks, yes, there is a template, and the template is in Google Classroom. It should be posted at about 9:45. Nico asks, what stuff do we have to do today? Nico, check your email, and it's all in your email, okay? All right, folks, it's great to see you, or at least see that you're here, that I'm talking to you. I hope you guys have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow. Be safe, be healthy, and have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye now.